Okay, just doing a little quick update here. Gotta turn off the power. So yesterday we moved the pigs, so we had to extend our live wire down to the corner there. We moved them about, I don't know, 50 feet or so. But you can see that everything that they tore up here. It used to look like this. Now it looks like this. So they're doing a pretty good job of it. They're working on it, right? But these guys are prolific diggers. It's funny to see other people on YouTube with pigs and they just feed them a little bit. They don't eat very much and they don't seem to dig very much. These guys, they've only been in here a couple of days. Well, this is today and yesterday. So, yeah, look at them. So this is what it looked like before we put them in here. And there, it was like this. Just the green stuff under the trees. And they really tore it up. You see how different they are now from when we first got them. They'll come over and sort of see what I'm doing, see if I got something to eat. And then when they see I got nothing, they like, okay, see ya. Any pigs? If I crouch down here and pretend I got something. Don't eat my fingers. It's kind of funny, people say that pigs are like dogs. And they are pretty much the same. Except my dog don't dig like that. Look at that little guy over there. He's the worst one for digging. Actually, she is. So that's the female. She's got bigger than that one in the middle there. That's the male. She's got pretty big now. And that little one is still little compared to the other ones. But man, that little one likes to dig. There's lots of mosquitoes out here. And I put a hat on and a jacket, but they buzz around me. But they don't seem to bother these pigs, not one bit. Maybe they don't like pig blood. Yep, they've teared it up real good here. They've done all this in just 2 days. And this is exactly what we wanted them to do. To tear everything up, eat all the roots, eat as much as they can, and then we move them on to the next spot, like over there. So eventually all this lot gets turned up. And I don't think there's enough there for them that they'll run out of food. But there is still a lot here for them to do. Their faces make me laugh. They're pink pigs, but their faces are always black. So what I really come out here to do was look at this fence. See what these guys do, they dig, and they keep pushing forward, and then it all goes up against the fence. So right now it's about 7:30, and what I usually do is I come out here about 9 o'clock, because these guys sort of take themselves off to bed, and then I come and I kick all this dirt back, because basically what it's doing, the electric fence is shocking the ground because it's grounded out, right? So all I do is I kick it back like this, and then I come back and do the same thing the next day. I can't think of any way around it. These guys like to dig. Looks like they like to play around too. These guys like to dig, and they just push stuff up against the fence. And we've got to have the fence. They respect the fence. They're not trying to break out. But we've got predators here. We have coyotes, foxes, bears, and so this fence is a deterrent. I'm not saying it's going to stop them, but it'll make them make enough noise so that I can come out and deal with it. Damn mosquitoes here. See if I can let one land on my hand, and you'll see what I mean. These mosquitoes are a real pain. But these guys, they don't seem to bother them. Okay, there you go. It's a little one over there. If she was ever a POW, she would be the one digging a tunnel. Man, she gets her head right in there. So see these little things here, these mosquitoes. These are a pain in the ass. It's not just the fact that they're landing on you. They leave a little welt after they've stuck their sucker into you. It looks like these two have found something good. Oh, so something that we saw on YouTube is that they like to eat charcoal or burnt wood. So there was quite a bit of wood that was burnt here, so I just left it in there. See these guys, it's almost like there's a chocolate bar to them. They're licking it and nibbling on it. Yep, pigs are funny animals. I don't know why, they don't seem to drink a lot of water. I don't know if anybody can tell me why, but these guys aren't drinking a lot of water. This one, see, pushing up against the fence, look. Trying to undo all my good work. Yeah, eventually these trees too, they'll get, one day they'll get bored and they'll chew away the bottom, and then they'll eat all the leaves, same as these ones over here. They'll leave nothing behind. Okay, there you go. Okay, feeding time at the Curtis Zoo. These guys are busy, they're looking at the bucket and they're squealing for me to come in there. So we'll just bring it around here because that's where their food bowls are. So they're being fed 3 times a day now. They get a feed again at midday. So they're getting quite pushy because they get hungry. Of course, they like their milk. So the next couple of days I've got to make a trough, because when they were small they were fine with eating out of that bowl face to face, but now they get kind of aggressive towards each other, as you can see. So we've got to get a trough so they can line up a little better and keep their social distancing. What are you like? They're solid, man. Just solid. Okay, I'm just going to leave the camera run for a little bit so you can see the nonsense they get up to. So they got their pig chop mixed with water, and they've also got grapes in there. There was some blueberries, but I think they're all gone. And Heather put in a dozen eggs. And of course they got grapes. They like grapes. They like anything like that. Grapes or blueberries, apricots, apples. That one that's in right in the front there, that's the male. And the big one that's sort of straight lines away, that's the big female. She gets quite pushy because she's the biggest one. But they like their milk. They'll suck up all the milk first, and then they'll eat the rest. When you see them with their head dead still, that's because they're just drinking. So, just give you a quick look around what they've been up to. I've only been here a few days. And it's the same around the other side of their corral, but that's where they were. Yep, Piggy Paradise. Okay, there you go guys, that's the evening meal, the evening piggy meal. So yesterday we put this little pig trough together because they're fighting when we put the food in the bowls. I think their faces are too close together. So we threw a little bit of whatever they left over yesterday in there just to see what they would do. But so we got their food here this morning. Got their chopped apples and pears, their pig chop, a dozen eggs and some milk. Just going to put that in the trough and see how it goes here. I didn't bring the tripod with me, I just got this in my hand, so I'm going to have to stop and then start again once they're eating. But you can see they're ready for breakfast, I think. They're always ready for food. So yesterday we put this little pig trough together because they're fighting when we put the food in the bowls. I think their faces are too close together. So we threw a little bit of whatever they left over yesterday in there just to see what they would do. But so we got their food here this morning. Got their chopped apples and pears, their pig chop, a dozen eggs and some milk. Just going to put that in the trough and see how it goes here. I didn't bring the tripod with me, I just got this in my hand, so I'm going to have to stop and then start again once they're eating. But you can see they're ready for breakfast, I think. They're always ready for food. Okay, so these two got the idea. But Miss Piggy in there, stand right in her food as she usually does. I think actually the trough is a little high, but you know, within a couple of weeks they'll be good. There we got them. She's quite pushy. She doesn't give the other guys much of a chance. That's probably why she's so big. See, they ain't figured it out yet. They will though. But it seems to be working good. See the difference in the size. This one here, she's going to be the first one to get the job because she's the biggest. Yeah, just something we put together with some leftover wood that we had. There you go. Okay, so we got a little excited because our potatoes were starting to, all the greens were starting to die, like this one over here, because it's been really hot. So this one here, we decided it's not going to come back, so we decided to pick it apart and see what we got for potatoes. So we had quite a pleasant surprise. Show the bucket there, Heather. So we put these things together in a bit of a rush. We did 3 layers?
Yeah.
We did 3 layers in our towers, and we just put them together in a bit of a rush.
And plus it was an experiment as well, right?
Well, kind of, sort of, yeah. But we got half a bucket. We got about 10 pounds of potatoes.
Yeah.
So this is our first harvest on the acreage. Oh, there's another couple.
Whoa.
See, they keep popping up. They're in there everywhere. Now, the nice thing about these towers is we've had a lot of rain, and that's the bottom of the tower, and we put the tower right on top of the grass, didn't prep anything, and it's stayed pretty dry in there. Dry enough for the potatoes to grow, and not too wet that they would rot. Whereas we've had so much rain here, a lot of the plants have not done very well. But anyway, that's the first one, and we're pretty happy with this. And you can see how happy the foreman is back there. He's rolling around with joy. Hey, Remy?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, there you go, guys.
Awesome. Oh, see.
Okay, experiment number 2. So we got 3 potato towers. We have one left that's now dying off, and the towers have turned into trellises for beans, runner beans. So we're making double use of them. Right, so that's that one, and then this here is the tower, this is the one that Heather dug out today. So we have one more left. And same as the other experiment, we ended up with, I don't know why we got purple spuds in here. Oh, this one's kind of weird, purple and white. Anyway, we got half a bucket again. There's about 20 pounds there. So this little experiment is turning out to be quite good. So that's 2 different varieties of potatoes, and they've both turned out pretty good crop. And now, like I said, this one here has got a plant in there for runner beans, so it's going to be climbing up that trellis, and then the same over there. So this is the last one. So I don't know what these spuds, whether these are going to turn out to be bigger or what, but as soon as this plant starts to die off, then we'll be digging him out and see. So far we've had probably, well, you can see there's half a bucket there, and then we had a half bucket of the red potatoes. So that's a full bucket so far, about 40 pounds altogether. And it was just an experiment to see that they would grow. Because we tried putting them right in the ground here, and they was soaking wet and it didn't work. So, and then look over here. These things are going crazy, but they don't have enough room, so we're going to see which one's flower. I've got one here with the flowers, 2 with the flowers on. These are spaghetti squash. Right, and then we got another one over here with the flowers on. So we'll see what happens. The ones that come to fruit the first ones, then they'll be the ones that get to stay in there. Cool. So there you go. These potato towers work really good here. I'm not going to say they'll work everywhere, but they work good here. Finally, they figured it out. Well, almost. So this is what you get after the pigs have been through, and then it's about 3 or 4 weeks later. You get all this new grass come through. All the weeds are gone. And that's the whole idea here. So anyway, this is the end of the video. This is first thing in the morning, and our ground crew are just come out. But there you go. This is what we're trying to achieve. Get these guys to do the clearance, and then you got all this grass coming back. So that's the end of the video. If you like what you see, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. It's free. And if you want to see and get notified, then hit the notification bell. Okay? Thanks for watching.